Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share this video. This video is an update in reference to Islan Nettles. She was 21 years old, a flower that was plucked from the garden. And I want to share this story with you as far as the update on her existence. Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to work with me on this one. Miss Islan Nettles, she was born October the 10th, 1991. She was murdered on August the 22nd, 2013. And I want to share this story with you in reference to the update on her life. She was only 21 years old. And I want to share this story with you on what's going on as reference to. Now, on April the 19th, 2016, a Brooklyn man who beat a transgender woman to death after he had started flirting with her. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison on Tuesday, and penalty the victim's family said was too much light. The man, James Dixon, 25 years old, pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the state Supreme Court. Now, this has been reported back on April the 19th, 2016. Now, I want to share something with you. Now, like I said before, work with me here on this one, because this is a really, really hard one. I sat on this story for a minute, because I'm really at a loss for this one. Now, the state Supreme Court in Manhattan admitted that the attacking a transgender woman, Islan Nettles, on the street in Harlem just after midnight on August the 17th, back in 2013, knocking to the pavement with a punch and hitting her again as she laid on the sidewalk. And Ms. Nettles, 21 years old, assistant in the fashion industry, died 5 days later in head injury, prompting visuals and protests by transgender people who said her death was a violence often faced because of her sexual identity. Islan was in a coma, and James Dixon, turned himself in to police. In a written video tape statement, he told detectives that he started flirting with Miss Nettles. Okay, he started flirting with her. Then, unaware she was transgender, after meeting her and her two friends on the street, he said he began enraged and attacked her when his friends began mocking him for trying to pick up a transgender woman. In other words, he was hitting on her because he saw a woman, which he did, and his friend was making fun of him. Now, this story got a lot of loops and twists. I just didn't want to be fooled. Keyword. She wasn't fooling you. She was minding her own business. You went up to her. You hit on her. But yet and still, you're the one that's the fucking victim. I didn't want to be fooled. He said in a videotape statement, the victim of the mother, Dolores Nettles, told the court that she believed 12 years was too light of a sentence given to the brutal death of her daughter. He could go home after 12 years and see his family, she said in tears. It's not fair, attorney Mr. Dixon. She said that how can you sleep at night? How can you rest? I can't rest. Now, Mr. Dixon showed no emotions. Clear word. He showed no emotions. He declined to make a statement before the Justice Daniel pronounced the sentence, which had been negotiated by the judge to the eve of the trials, returning to the guilty plea. Prosecutor objected with the deal, so the sentence should be at least 17 years. So I'm going to share something with you. It's called the panic attack. Now, here it is, you're going down the street, minding your own business, and somebody see you, they try to hit up on you, say stop, they knock you out, hit you, they panic. It's like they're almost helping the bully attack innocent people. How could you make a law that's basically attacking victims and make them the fucking perpetrator? Now here it is, the girl that's murdered and stuff, and you said, well, I was afraid it wasn't what I thought it was, so I had to kill her. Like, who gives you that fucking right to kill anybody? So anyway, he's about to get ready to come out and go home soon. But at the end of the day, this girl is murdered. Here it is, we got a white judge and shit. At the end of the day, I wonder sometimes to even give a fuck about black people, even if they are colored or two spirits. You know, and the thing about it is that this girl is not coming home. This girl is not coming home. Her parents needed her to come home just like anybody else's parents need them to come home. A beautiful girl that's been plucked from this world. And here it is, you don't have a man appearing stuff, has no fucking remorse. My personal opinion. And the thing about it is, I also want to share something with you in reference to what I found, the update of reference to him speaking about it. And he's so fucking misconstrued in his conversation. He just seems like he don't even know what the fuck happened. All he know, he woke up, he killed, it's like a blur. It's like a blur. He don't even know what fucking story to stick to. But at the end of the day, he's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming home. But you know, one thing in life I do believe, when you do certain things to certain people, it may not come back to you, but it may hit your family. A lot of times you have to be careful what you do. At that point, you should listen. This is my thing. If you didn't know what you did and you were so hyped, that's your excuse, you should show some fucking remorse. Listen, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I don't even know what happened. I'm sorry. You like, oh well, it is what it is, basically. I don't really give a fuck. That's the attitude I got, my personal opinion. But I'm going to let y'all see what I saw. And I definitely want you to comment below and let me know if we're on the same page with this bullshit. I want you to watch how he smile, how he don't even give a fuck. I just killed somebody, so fucking what? People die every day for less. Who says that kind of shit? And then y'all going to let him right the fuck back out, I guess, to finish the rest of the fuckers off? Because when there's one, then there's two. Y'all don't never fucking get into a bunch of motherfuckers, and all of a sudden now it's a fucking R. Kelly episode and shit. I just find it fucking amazing how y'all move in this fucking world. But anyway, I want to share this video footage with you. Check this out.
Islan was... Islan was, to me, Model-esque. Very sweet, very kind. That's how she was to me.
Anna Houston won her friend Islan Nettles from New York's Vogue and ballroom scene. The competition started decades ago as a much-needed escape from the realities of life.
An arrest tonight, 18 months after the hateful attack of a transgender woman in Harlem.
Islan Nettles was called names and then beaten. She died a few days later, but now a man faces manslaughter charges in her death.
James Dixon admitted to the police that he'd beaten Nettles to death. He said he'd been drinking that night and had just met her for the first time.
I happened across the street, thinking that two other people were feeling which they weren't, and we engaged in conversation. And I guess the friend must have realized, you know, that was a guy that's a girl.
Now you see that. He said his friend said that it wasn't a female. There was a guy and not a girl. And that made him feel the need to kill her. Now I want you to look at his face. It shows no remorse. He sat there with a slight smile on his face.
You know, that because I pushed away and trying to leave, I guess he must have pushed back.
Keyword. He said that he must have pushed back. So now she's not a woman now anymore that he thought she was. What she is, or was. His friend said it wasn't, so he retaliated and said push back. Now the thing about it is, he don't even know what happened. Let me play this part back to you again. So he doesn't even know what happened.
Because I pushed away and trying to leave, I guess he must have pushed back while I was drunk, so I didn't release, you know, and then I attacked.
The punches knocked.
So he said he must have reached back, and that's why he attacked. Now remind you, he don't even know what happened, and that's his alibi. August the 21st, 2019. Now, I find it amazing how he don't know what is happening, but he knew that when somebody said that it wasn't a real woman, he felt the need to kill the person. But he don't know what happened. But he don't remember that part. But let's go on.
Nettles over. She fractured her skull and her eye socket. At a hospital, she was declared brain dead, and days later, she was taken off life support.
To me, it just sounded like it was something that he just came up with, you know?
Exactly.
Or maybe you did know she was trans, and maybe you did like her, and maybe you just didn't like the fact that your buddies didn't think that that was cool.
Facts.
But you'll have a lot of straight men that'll fetishize trans women and want to have sex with them and want to do these things behind the scenes or late at night or behind closed doors.
I didn't want it to turn out to be a hate crime.
He didn't want it to turn out to be a hate crime. Now let's just think about this. Here she is going down the street, minding her business. You stopped her. Then you tried to hit on her. Your boy said, yo. Then you hit her. She was on her way minding her business. And you felt the need to stop her. And not only you stopped her, you killed her. And look at your face. No remorse. You feel like, I didn't really do anything wrong. You could have let her walk on by. She did not bother you. But you felt the need to stop her because you was attracted to her. And you let another man dictate what happened to her. Now, why he's not there in jail with you, I do not know. But let's go on.
I can't ask people. I don't care about what they do. But I just think, to be fooled. I took a lot of power of the state.
Did you hear what he said? He said he didn't want to be fooled, and his pride was at stake. His pride was at stake. The problem with this is she wasn't bothering you. You stopped her on the damn street, and your fucking pride was at stake. She was not bothering you. This is why I don't trust you motherfuckers at all. Minding her fucking business, you stopped her. She wasn't what you thought. You hit her, you killed her, and now it's about your fucking pride. But okay, let's go on.
Dixon wasn't charged with a hate crime, though Islan's mother campaigned unsuccessfully for that. Instead, he carved out a deal with prosecutors, pleading guilty to manslaughter for a sentence of 12 years, rather than the recommended 17, thanks to a legal strategy called the gay and trans panic defense.
Do y'all see this? 12 years behind the bars for beating a transgender woman to death. Let me remind you, let's think about this. If your mother was on her way somewhere and some man hit on her and she said leave her alone, she got hit, she'd be dead. If your daughter was going to school and some man hit on her, she'd be dead. If your son was going somewhere and somebody hit on him, he's dead. 12 years for minding your business.
What is the trans panic defense?
It's when a jury is asked to find that the gender or sexual orientation of a victim is the cause for their assault, including their murder. It is not a standalone legal defense, but it's used with other defenses at trial. And it's not a complete bar to criminal liability, but it's used as part of the story that the defendant is telling a trial to explain their actions. In these cases, people are assaulted, they're murdered, and their assailant then gets to say, I lost control because of you. I committed these heinous acts because of who you are intrinsically. We don't have this defense for cisgender people or heterosexual people. We don't say, oh, your heterosexuality made me kill you.
Okay, I want to point that point out. So here it is. You mind your business. You're going out in the streets. Somebody stopped you. They killed you. They're panicked. And I killed you. Now the thing about it is, this is unbelievable. But it's kind of almost like piggybacking off of Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin was minding his business, going to get some Skittles. George Zimmerberg felt threatened, killed them. Now he's the victim. Same thing with Islan Nettles. So why we don't have the same outrage with Islan Nettles' death that we do with George Zimmerman? But unfortunately, George Zimmerman is still walking around too, so I guess if you're black, it's okay. But anyway, let's go on.
The American Psychiatric Association doesn't believe that gay panic even exists as a mental condition. But the defense has been around for almost 100 years and is still allowed in 44 states. Dixon's case brought attention to it, but when we met with him, the story had changed from what he told the cops.
Now I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see the cockiness about him. I want y'all to see the less remorse of him. I want to show y'all how he really don't give a fuck. Now remind you, she was minding her business. On her way, you stopped her, a woman. You tried to kick it to her because you was attracted to her. And your boy said, that's not a girl. And you killed her. Now look at this, at this point of you being inside of jail, you think he had more remorse? Listen, I'm sorry, what I did was wrong. But no, I'm going to show you how cocky he is.
I mean, I really wasn't in a sober mind, you know, I was intoxicated. I just happened to fall as I ran across the street, and he just collided and everything just went wrong.
You see that? All of a sudden, he just bumped into her out of nowhere. She was going down the street, and I guarantee he stopped her, tried to talk to her, hitting on her. But now, instead of him trying to have remorse, this is what they do. Check it out.
Everyone else there, including yourself, what one have said is that you were walking down the street, you got into chatting to Islan Nettles, you believed that she was a woman, you were hitting on her, and someone told you that she was a man. At that point, you got extremely angry. You asked her if she was a man, and you beat her.
No, that don't even sound. How does that really sound?
It sounds like you telling a fake ass story with that fake ass fucking smirk on your face. This is shit that gets me. At this point, she's dead. Whether you mean it or not, at this point, you should be more apologetic. Listen, what I did, I was wrong. What I did, I was wrong. But look at this. Look at this shit. A fucking smirk and a smile. You killed somebody because you was attracted to them. You stopped them on their fucking way, and look at you smiling.
Dude.
And it sounds like unrealistic than tripping over someone and then beating someone to death. You don't beat someone to death unless you have some emotion behind it.
Not at all. It's people attack people for no apparent reason.
You did it.
It just happens. Wrong place at the wrong time.
Wow.
About the wrong people.
And y'all let him out.
You've been using letters to each other and the letters you wrote, I'm attracted to females and females only.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Yes.
He's attracted to Islan Nettles, female only. Now all of a sudden you didn't know, you killed her, and you don't even give a fuck.
Something like yourself. You're female. You're very attractive.
Hitting on
I
her.
think you need to get into that. Why is it important for you that you tell this version of events?
Because that's what actually happened that night.
You ain't tell what happened.
Nothing in those statements and those videos was true.
Critics of the gay and transparent defense say it lets defendants like Dixon change their stories and manipulate the facts to escape accountability. But Dixon is one of the last New Yorkers to actually use it. The state banned it last month.
This bill is dedicated to the memory of Matthew Shepard and Islan Nettles, two proud members of the LGBT community who were murdered and whose sexual orientation and gender identity and expression was used
Okay,
against
as you
them.
see in the interview and stuff, she was basically trying to find out why his story changed and stuff in case you don't understand what's happening. He basically was saying, well, that's not true, what happened, well, y'all, it's from a video or something. And remind you, he doesn't realize that he already has said it, but he's trying to make it seem like somebody could host the whole story, but they already got him live on the video. He has no remorse. He actually tried to hit on the interviewer as she's trying to talk to him about his story, why she ended up being murdered. He didn't care about the mother crying next to him or hurting. He just felt like he's just a victim. He don't even do like he even have any remorse at all. He's like, oh well, smiling, hitting on the interviewer. Now my thing is this, at this point you should be showing some remorse. No matter how many petitions they have signed to try to get this man behind jail for a longer period of time, he's coming home. He's coming home. He's done his time. People going to jail for more years than that. You killed a person, you stopped a person, you killed them, and here it is, you coming home. No remorse, hitting on the interviewer. Don't even care that this girl is murdered. Her mother is hurting. And I find a big problem with this is the simple fact of the matter is that he shows no remorse, and y'all are letting him get away with this. You letting him walk right on out the door. Even if it was fraudulent and he didn't really mean it, he could have played the role of somebody. He's showing you right to your face he don't give a fuck. But you send him out here to go after one of us again. And then all of a sudden, here it comes again. Well, I didn't know what she was. It was a female. You didn't know what she was before. You let your boys talk you into killing somebody. You didn't give a shit about that part. They wasn't in jail with you. It doesn't matter about this girl being murdered to you. No remorse. And they let them right back out. Am I the only one missing this? Am I the only one seeing this that I can't understand? If a man is not showing some type of remorse or some type of apologetic, why would you let him come right back out? Is it because he's black? And there's a few more trans women that gotta be murdered before he get the real, the real dose of sentences? We have to do a documentary and all this type of damn thing for finally for somebody to realize that the shit is true. But y'all sitting right back out to find another one of us. Because when you black and trans, you are a target. And the mother, you are in my prayers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video down at the bottom section of the comments. So this way y'all can get an idea to hear everything without that funny noise and stuff. Because I realized it wasn't coming through properly. So I'm going to put the video down in the comment section. Y'all can see the whole thing for yourself. And I want y'all to share this video, like this video, and share it. Because we have to be the soldiers for our sisters to let them realize what they're doing to us. And it's not fair and it's not right. Thank God that the panic defense is taken out of law now. They can't use it. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel, top this Instagram button, and follow me. I will follow you back. I will let you know. Please be safe, my sisters, because at the end of the day, we all have each other's half. Share this video. Make sure you let these girls know, especially if it's a man coming up here on the streets, which I said before. Every friendly smile is not a friendly smile. A lot of times people are not there for the reason that you think. And people love when it's a bunch of men to try to become this whole hero when they don't even have to be a hero. But in the same breath, they would be so upset if this person was their mother and their sister. The whole caption would be totally different. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel, tap this Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Let you I love you. And thank you for watching, Ketsuri.